Today's video is going to be really exciting because I'm going to share something so simple, yet so powerful, that it can actually help with weight control, appetite, and even sugar cravings. I tried it myself, and I couldn't believe how quickly it worked. That's why I want you to give it a try too. And when you do, let me know in the comments how it worked for you. I think you're going to be surprised. So if you've been struggling to cut back on snacking, fight sugar cravings, or you just want to feel more in control of your hunger, stick with me until the end. Alright, let's clear something up first. Most of the time when you buy cinnamon at the store, it's not really cinnamon. Crazy, right? There are actually two main kinds, Cassia and Ceylon. Cassia is the cheap, tough, thick cinnamon that's usually sold everywhere. Ceylon cinnamon, sometimes called true cinnamon, is lighter, softer, and has delicate layers that crumble easily. Why does this matter? Because Ceylon cinnamon has a different makeup, and it's considered safer and more effective for daily use, especially if you're using it as a natural way to help with appetite and blood sugar. Here's where it gets interesting. Ceylon cinnamon contains compounds that support blood sugar balance, reduce sugar cravings, and help reduce the feeling of constant hunger. Think about it. If your blood sugar spikes and crashes, you get tired and then crave sweets or snacks to pick yourself back up. Cinnamon helps keep those ups and downs steadier, which means fewer wild cravings. And when cravings are under control, guess what? You naturally eat less. I'll share a quick story. One day after eating lunch, I still felt hungry just an hour later. Normally, I'd go grab something sweet, but instead, I broke off a small piece of Ceylon cinnamon and chewed on it. At first, my mouth felt this warm, tingling sensation. Then suddenly, the taste changed. It became sweet, and just like that, my desire for sugar disappeared. I wasn't hungry anymore. That's when I realized something so small, just a little piece of bark, could actually trick my body out of craving more food. So how do you actually use Ceylon cinnamon? Here's the simple method. Break off a tiny piece. Remember, you don't need much at all. Place it in your mouth. You can start by letting it sit on your tongue or gently sucking on it. Then slowly chew it. At first, you'll feel that little burn or tingle. Totally normal. Keep chewing until it softens into a fine texture. Then you can swallow it with some water. That's it. No fancy recipe, no tea, no powder. Just straight from the stick. Here's what usually happens. Your mouth starts to taste sweet naturally. Your craving for desserts, candy, or soda fades away. You feel fuller, even though you didn't actually eat more food. This is why it's so powerful for weight management. It doesn't burn fat like magic, but it helps you avoid overeating by calming those signals that tell you to eat when you don't really need to. Now, how often should you do this? Twice a day is plenty. Once after lunch and once after dinner, for example. Can you do it long term? Yes, because it's just cinnamon. But here are a couple of tips. Always rinse the stick before putting it in your mouth. Start with a very small piece to see how your body reacts. Some people might feel mild nausea the first time. If that happens, drink water and try an even smaller piece next time. Usually, your body adjusts quickly. Let's connect the dots. Losing weight isn't just about exercise or strict dieting. A lot of it comes down to managing hunger and cravings. If a simple natural spice like Ceylon cinnamon can help reduce sugar cravings and keep you from snacking all day, it gives you more control over what and how much you eat. Over time, that can make a huge difference. So there you go. A tiny piece of Ceylon cinnamon can help balance your appetite, crush sugar cravings, and support weight control in a natural way. Test it out for yourself. See how you feel, and then share your results in the comments below. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more natural health tips. I'll be back soon with another video. Until then, stay positive, stay healthy, and keep smiling.